Hey guys, hey, welcome back to another video. This is gonna be another news-related video, And boy, there's a lot to talk about in this video. So like I said before too, if you guys don't like me talking about news stuff, then you guys can check out my reviews, because I do review stuff too. I also play games. Now currently right now, my phone stand got left at my mother's house when I was doing the eShop. I should have just left it here because I wasn't even, recording the eShop with the phone stand. I should have just left it there, but I didn't. But yeah, I left that there, so unfortunately there won't be I won't be playing games for probably a couple days or something. Maybe a week, I don't know. But I should be getting back to the games pretty soon. So, yeah. But yeah, I do a lot of stuff. But before I get any further, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate that. I have 220 subs. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, there's a lot to talk about here. A lot to talk about. Hopefully my video thing won't stop on me because I noticed it did that on a video before. I was running low on space or something and it stopped me. I'm not sure why, but it did. So hopefully it doesn't stop me. It doesn't stop me here or something. But yeah, but anywho, we're gonna be talking about this. This is gonna be a long video here, a long one, because there's a lot to cover here. This is gonna be probably me talking about what's next for Disney too, because I was actually gonna do that. I was gonna mention like what's next for them, because they're laying off people and all that, they've been laying off people and all that, and I want to figure out what's next for them. But before we do that, we gotta talk about some of the other stuff going around Disney. So yeah, I've been following their situation a lot lately. It's been getting really bad. Like, it's been getting awful. And yeah, I'll be talking about Bob Iger here in a second. I'm just gonna state that I talk about other stuff. I talk about other news stuff, but I've been talking about a lot about Disney lately because there's been a lot that's been going on with Disney, and so much, in fact, that I'm kind of ran out of different cards to really use here. I haven't really did this one yet with the Newcastle intro. I haven't done that yet, but I figured I'll probably just continue doing this for a while. I might eventually go back to coloring the bottom of the screen again. I'm not sure though, but there's just been so much Disney news. Whenever I think I run out of stuff to talk about, there's always more. So yeah. So what's been happening with Disney exactly? Well, they had their call. I forgot what they call it. There's been a call or something where I think it's like an investor call or something. I'm not sure. Where people call people are having discussions with Disney and all that. And I haven't seen it. I didn't see it. I did not see it at all. But I know it started off. It started off, like, very well, is what I heard. But then it escalated when people started questioning Bob Iger. It started escalating, and apparently, when Bob Iger was going to announce they were going to fix everything at Disney and go back to making films again, which is what people want, including myself, they're going to go straight back to trying to double down on woke crap and all that. They're going to double down on all the stuff. They're going to be making it worse, basically. They're going to continue doing what they're doing because they don't care about their audience. All they care about is their, all they care about is money, is all they care about. So yeah, so that investor call thing got escalated, and that's not all that's been happening. Apparently, yeah, I know Bob Iger, the savior, the people who said he's a savior of Disney, is the one who kind of got kind of, well, he didn't, I don't know if he got mean in the investor call, but he basically he's saying he's not gonna change on Disney and all that is what I hear. Again, I didn't watch it. I'm just going off what people have been saying. And some of these YouTube sources I'm subscribed to, and I trust them. So yeah, but I didn't watch the investor call. I'm pretty sure it was a couple hours long. But basically, though, yeah, that's kind of what happened there. And people are trying to say Bob Iger is the savior of Disney. He's gonna save Disney. Well, he ain't saving Disney. He's actually running Disney in the ground even worse than Bob Chapek. But basically, I think Bob Chapek should have stayed the CEO. I didn't like Bob Chapek either, but Bob Chapek could have ran Disney into the ground and killed Disney off. Just freaking kill it off. Freaking, because at this point, I've lost all faith in Disney. I don't think they're gonna get any better anytime soon. I've lost all faith in them. It's sad too, because back in the early 2000s, or even mid-2000s, they had their problems, but I still had faith in them. They could fix them. Now I'm just like, there's so much crap going on with them that I'm just like, at this point, they're just not fixable. I feel like they can be fixable, but they don't want to fix themselves. They had someone who was going to come in and try to fix Disney, which I'm not sure if that person would have done that or not, but that person ended up getting laid off, like Bob Chapek, and yeah, I just don't think it's getting much better. It's not getting much better for Disney. They're still going downhill, and yeah, so yeah, I know a lot of people are really pissed off about this whole investor call thing, because what Bob Iger said and stuff. But it doesn't stop there. Speaking of Bob Iger and Disney and all that, they also have been getting into business with Florida. Yeah, that's not really news. They've been doing that for about over a year now, pretty much. At this point, it's been about over a year they've been doing this. I think they did this since last February or March. They've been doing this. I can't remember when it started, but it's been going on for a while. But it's gotten worse. So what happened was Ron DeSantis, say what you want about the guy, but because he, some people say he's good, some people say he's bad. I'm not really sure, but because I don't really follow that stuff too much. But what I did hear about is that they were basically Disney was supposed to lose Rigging Creek. They're supposed to lose it. But yeah, they're supposed to lose Rigging Creek, and they've lost. They kind of lost Rigging Creek, but at the same time they didn't. Basically, what they did is they pulled a fast one on the people that are heads up of Florida. Basically what they did is they snuck some stuff in there, and you could argue that's the Florida people's fault because they didn't read the contract, very clearly, and that is kind of their fault. But the fact is, they freaking pissed off the Ron DeSantis, and they pissed off, other people in Florida. So this is probably gonna end up being bad for Disney because Disney has their parks in Florida. They got their parks in Florida, and I have a feeling what could happen, I'm not sure if this is actually going to happen or not, but it could happen. I'm not saying it couldn't, because it can happen, is they could get so pissed off with them, they could be like, you know what, we don't really need you here, Disney, we don't need you, and they could just tear down their parks or something like that, or ban them from Florida, I don't know, they could do something. Because this is getting really out of hand. Now, Disney's been known for screwing people over all the time. They've screwed people over all the time. Hold on a second, there's people coming. Yeah, sorry. I'm outside because I gotta keep an eye on my puppy because he's been digging in our yard and I gotta keep an eye on him, so that's why I'm outside. But yeah, back to what I was saying too. Basically though, they've been screwing people over for years. In fact, some people are afraid to go to court with Disney because Disney's got some of the best lawyers in the entire United States. Maybe in the world, I don't know, maybe even the world. They got some of the, not saying they got the best lawyers, but they got some of the best, and people are just scared to challenging them. But what's been happening is people have been getting pissed off. People, like, they've been screwing over so many of their employees and other people, is what they've been doing. They've been stealing people's art, I'm pretty sure other studios have been doing the same thing, but Disney's been doing it a lot more. They've been stealing people's art. They've been stealing people's art. They've been screwing their co-workers over, like with certain careers and stuff. Like Gianna Carano, well, actually, I don't know. No, it wasn't her. It was Scarlett Johansson. That's who it was. That got put to court and all that. Well, she actually won her case. But like Bill Nye. Say what you guys want about Bill Nye, but Bill Nye got screwed over by Disney because Disney owns Bill Nye, and he wasn't getting the money he wanted. He lost the court because of that. So do the people that are in charge of the Predator movies. They lost the court. Well, they sort of did. What happened was Disney pushed. What they did is they stalled them out. They stalled the whole court thing out until they basically didn't have any money left. So freaking Disney's having a record of screwing people over. But what's different about this is the freaking government here. They're getting into the government business, and this is gonna probably be very bad for them. Very, very bad. It's gonna be horribly bad. Also, let me make sure I'm still recording real quick before I stop. Okay, I'm still recording. Good. I had to make sure. Yeah, I want to make sure because I don't want to continue the video if I'm not recording. But yeah. Disney is getting involved with the government and stuff in Florida. So it's escalating. It's getting worse. And it's just going to keep getting worse until they freaking screw up so bad. And some people are gonna be like, well, Disney will never go bankrupt. Disney's got all this money. Disney could go bankrupt. They could go bankrupt if they don't change their ways. They're not gonna have an audience, and they're gonna go bankrupt because you need an audience to you need an audience to get money from, because you don't have an audience, you don't have money, and you can't afford to make stuff, and they're losing their audience because they're pissing off their fans and stuff. They're pissing off their fans. There's actually people who are actually preferring to go to Universal parks over Disney parks. It's getting bad. Like, it is getting really, really bad for Disney, and they chose this path. And now they're paying the consequences, but it's gonna get worse if they keep trying to, fuck with the damn government in Florida and stuff. They're gonna get themselves worse. And yeah, they didn't read the contract. The government didn't read, the people with Ron DeSantis didn't read the contract well, but I don't think that's gonna stop them from trying to fuck with Disney, because Disney has gotten really bad. They've been getting really bad. And they could go bankrupt. They could. And it's not impossible for a company to go bankrupt. I gotta say, in the past, I've said I've wanted them to go bankrupt, but at this point, I'm kind of turned. Like, I want them to get better. Like, I don't want them to go bankrupt. I want them to get better, but at the same time, they're not really getting better. They're getting worse. They're getting really bad, and they don't really have any good stuff for Disney anymore. So I'm just like, heck, even my own dad is turning on them too. He's turning on them. And he was the one who got pissed off at me. I no offense to him, I mean, we have our days, but he got pissed off at me back in, I think it was 2019. I wouldn't use Disney Plus because I don't like Disney Plus. He threatened to ban me from YouTube because of that. So, yeah, but now he's starting to turn on too. So So yeah, it's getting really bad. Like, it is getting really, really bad, because it's nothing to do with YouTube and why I think this way. I've been seeing this happen since they bought Star Wars. Like, I've been seeing their slowly demise since they bought Star Wars. I've been seeing it. I have. I knew they were starting to get bad. Like, I don't know why. What made me see in them, but something about them buying Lucasfilm, I was like, yeah, there's something definitely wrong with them. Well, at that time, I thought they only bought Star Wars. I didn't know they bought the entire Lucasfilm film company, but they did apparently. But I just saw like it getting like them heading down a dark path, and they gotten worse and worse. They have. Now, to be fair to the whole Lucasfilm thing, I think George Lucas, what he should have done is he should have sold off his, like, Star Wars to Disney, Indiana Jones to, like, Paramount, or, I don't know, Universal or something, and that way, the franchises are spread apart, so that way Disney can't, just control all of it, but he didn't end up doing that, so yeah, unfortunately, Disney has control over all of Lucasfilm, but yeah, the thing is, yeah, they've been getting really bad. I've seen it happen a long time ago. I saw it happening. Like, I knew of them. I tried to give Star Wars a chance, even though I saw something in them when it came with Star Wars. I knew they weren't to be trusted. I still wanted to give them a chance, because if I didn't, people would get mad. I gave them a chance, and I just didn't like the Star Wars stuff they were pushing out. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. So I didn't like the Star Wars stuff they were pushing out. So yeah, I basically just quit watching Star Wars, and I still was giving them a chance. But once they bought 20th Century Fox, I refused to spend any more money with Disney. I did. I'll still do Pixar, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. That's another thing I'm going to talk about here with Pixar and other studios. I'll be getting to that in a second with the whole Disney what's next for them, because that's important. But you guys probably might know what I'm talking about, but we'll get to that in a second. But right now I'm still talking about the whole Ron DeSantis thing in Florida and stuff. Yeah, Disney's getting in a bad place right now, and it's sad, because they were once known for making good films and being a family-friendly company. Now they're just this wasteland company that's that treats their employees like crap and screws over people. Now, I know Disney's had problems since even Walt Disney himself was running his own company. They had problems behind the scenes. I mean, look at Peter Pan. I actually didn't know about this, but yeah, Peter Pan, apparently the guy who played him died on the streets. As dark as that is, it's true. He apparently went in a severe depression because of the Disney company, and he basically died. He died on the streets. It's so dark. It's sad. It makes you feel goosebumps. Like, it's making me feel goosebumps right now talking about it, but it's true. So yeah, Disney's had problems back then. I mean, Walt himself was obsessed with politics, but he still was focusing on making animation and stuff, and now Disney doesn't care about really the animation part. And again, their 2D animation is gone too. They had no 2D animation, which was a big part of what made Disney so unique, was their 2D animation. And CGI is okay. I mean, it's okay to have CGI, but the thing is, the CGI is not really, I don't want to see CGI all the time. I want to see 2D animation again. That's what's so unique about, watching old cartoons and stuff. Like, right now, I'm watching the Transformers cartoon on YouTube. Yeah, I'm watching the old cartoons on YouTube, and I like the 2D animation to it. It looks really good. Like, it looks really good. And I'm like, why can't Hollywood make this stuff again? Because it's not just Disney, but I'm bringing Disney up because Disney was well known for their animation. They were back in the day. They were people praised their animation all the time, and now people just don't care about it anymore. And that's because, again, they don't really have 2D animation again. They brought it back a little bit. Like, they brought it back like with like some of their shows and stuff, or like some of their movies, like the Chip and Dale movie, but the animation there looked pretty bad, and well, at least on Chip it did. I think the background characters looked okay, but basically though, is they pretty much got rid of the 2D animation part of Disney, and now they focus on CGI unless it's their cartoon shows. And even then, it's pretty rare to see. I mean, with Disney Channel, you can see cartoon stuff, but with like shows like on Disney Junior and stuff, yeah, all that's pretty much CGI now. So yeah, but yeah, so it's pretty sad there. And then they also have, the live action movies, which I forgot about to bring this up. I was actually thinking, because I knew there was another thing I wanted to bring up too before I get to the big one, the big part of the video. But I wanted to bring this up. So apparently, Disney's making all these live-action remakes and stuff. They're making all these live-action remakes. They're going down all the classic films and making live-action adaptations of them and making them freaking shitty versions of themselves. By race swapping the characters, or making the some of the characters look very creepy, like a Little Mermaid. My goodness, those fish and stuff look very creepy. Like, they look creepy as hell. I've seen the trailer. I've seen someone react to it. It looks okay, but my god, the effects look really bad. And that's what The Lion King was. The Lion King was the same way. The effects looked really bad. Like, it looked awful. Like, it looked horrible at times, like, with that, and it looks dark and gray, and it doesn't look very good in live action. But the thing is, they keep going to these live action remakes, and guess what? If you think Bob Iger is once again going to change Disney, they're going to make another live action remake. Yes, guess what film it's going to be this time? It's going to be Moana. Yes, they're going to be making a live action remake of freaking Moana. Moana! They're gonna make a freaking live action remake of Moana. Moana was such a good movie. I liked Moana. I don't think it was my favorite Disney movie, but I did like Moana a lot. I think The Princess and the Frog was still better, but I like Moana. It was a good movie and all that, but I'll tell you guys my thoughts on it when in The Princess and the Frog when I review the movies, which will probably be more closer to the end of the year, but when the real 100th anniversary of Disney comes out, but that's still a little ways away, but yeah, so yeah, they're making another live-action remake, and I'm like, at this point, I'm like, what's next? Wreck-It Ralph? Are they gonna make a live-action Wreck-It Ralph movie? Or are they gonna make a freaking live-action Wreck-It Ralph movie? Or a Frozen movie? Are they gonna make a live-action Frozen movie? I'm freaking just sick and tired of these damn live-action remakes. I mean, it's alright to have them every so often, but they're announcing them, like, left and right, and I'm just, like, so sick of this. Like, come on, Disney. Come on, freaking bring back animation again. Make big films for people again that are actually good, and not these shitty live-action remakes or shitty CGI. Make some good movies again. This is freaking stupid. Yeah, they're doing this. They're doing this, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, come on, I'm just freaking sick of this. This is why I've lost faith in Disney, because it's not changing. They're still doing the same freaking route that they've been doing. They're still making these live-action remakes. They're still freaking, like, not only making their live-action remakes, but they're making, they're making other stuff too, like, horrible woke stuff like Star Wars and stuff and all that. They keep making the same mistakes, and I'm just sick of it. We're all sick of it. We all want to see Disney go back to their old ways, but they're not going to do it. I mean, how many people out there were freaking, like, I mean, if you go on the internet, like, I know this might be a little bit off topic, but I figured I'd bring this up. Fans for Pixar want to see that CGI castle intro return, because it was hardly used and stuff, and people beg for Disney to return. Heck, I sent them a damn letter. I freaking did. Well, not them, I'd send Pixar a letter, but Pixar is Disney, so I was like, I was like, I basically I was being nice in the letter. I wasn't being rude. I was being nice in the letter, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was trying to, do persuasive stuff and trying to persuade them to bring it back. They freaking aren't. They aren't bringing it back. The castle is still gone. We still got the freaking, the freaking, lookalike castle. It's still around. So I'm just like, why? Why is it still around? Why can't we have Pixar have its own intro like it did in the late 90s and early 2000s? Why can't we have that again? I really don't get it. It's just so stupid. It's just stupid, I'm like, I really don't get this stuff. I really don't get this at all. Like, why they can't just, that's an example right there of them not listening to their fans. Now, I know some people might say that's complaining, but I'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna get to that why I agree with the fans like that want it back, and why I kind of don't agree with the fans who don't want it back and are fine with the current logo. I'll bring that up in a second. But I'm gonna finish talking about the whole. Make sure I got everything covered here. I wanted to say. Let's see. I talked about the live action Moana movie, and I talked about because I think it's stupid, and apparently The Rock is gonna be The Rock's gonna be one of the characters there, and then I talked about this is Disneyland thing in Florida and all that. I think I'm pretty much good there. I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about the main thing now. The main part of the video. The part what's next for Disney, because at this point, what's next for them? They're already laying off people and stuff, and they're losing money. What's next for them? Well, I have a feeling, I hate to say this, but I have a feeling what's gonna happen next is they may have to start shutting down studios if they're gonna be laying off people. Yes, they're gonna have to shut down studios. They're gonna have to shut them down they're gonna have to shut down the studios and because it's to save money and and all that. Now, if I were Disney, I'd be like, why not? Let's just sell them off. We don't really need all these properties. We'll just sell off them. I brought that up before, but I'll keep saying it because Disney's obviously can't get it in their thick skulls, like that they need to freaking sell off some of this stuff. I'm not saying everyone in Disney is bad, but a lot of people are. But yeah, they freaking just need to sell off these properties. But they're not gonna do that. It's Disney. Come on, it's Disney. They're not gonna sell off the properties, but they're probably gonna start shutting them down because they don't want competition. At this point, they've lost a lot of money, but they're just gonna go the Disney route and just shut stuff down. So I'm looking at all these studios here. We got Fox, we got Fox, and we got Marvel, Lucasfilm, Pixar, and we got other studios too, like ABC Family and stuff. So you might be looking at all this stuff here. It might be looking like which one will probably be getting shut down. Well, Pixar. I have a feeling what's gonna happen is they're probably gonna just merge Pixar together with Disney. I've been saying this before. I actually watched a video on it about someone bringing it up, and I'm like, well, I've been saying that for at least last year. I'm not sure I've talked about it before, but I actually brought this up last year because once they shut down Blue Sky, I was like, I'm waiting for Pixar to be next. Because here's the thing with Pixar. Pixar no longer has John Lasseter. John Lasseter is gone. And I know the guy was a hugger and all that, but I doubt that's why they got rid of him. I don't think that's why they got rid of him, because if that were the case, he would have been gone a long time ago. But, people can report it to Disney, but I doubt that's why they got rid of him. I think it was probably some issues behind the scenes in other ways. But, yeah, John Lasseter's gone. A lot of people from Pixar are gone. They no longer have their own intro, which is what I brought that up. Yes, they no longer have their own intro. But yeah, they no longer have their own intro. They have they have the Disney one now, which freaking is stupid. Yeah, they got the Pixar logo, but with the lamp and stuff, which I like. Although I do feel bad for the eye. I feel bad for the eye getting killed by the Pixar lamp, but yeah. But basically though is they have their Pixar logo, but Disney used to have a special intro for them, and at that point I'm like, I agree with the fans. I agree with them. I agree with people are saying on freaking YouTube and stuff in the comments. Bring back the damn CGI castle intro. Bring it back because because Pixar is supposed to be all CGI. The castle was all CGI. The intro is barely used. Yes, it was barely used at all. They hardly used it. They basically used it in 8 films, and out of those 8 films, the theme was only used 5 times. So I'm like, at this point, bring it back. Fans are wanting it back. And I know some people don't really care and are calling fans, out for not that are about being nostalgic and stuff. But here's the thing. Again, it makes them stand out with Disney. Because right now, they don't stand out with Disney at all. Besides the Pixar logo, that's it. That's all they stand out for. At this point, they're pretty much just Disney at this point. They really are. Because John Lasseter's gone. Other people around behind Pixar are gone. It basically doesn't feel like Pixar anymore. It really doesn't. And this all started back when actually Bob Iger became the CEO. I'm not sure if he's the one who made the current logo we got now, which I think is still alright. I don't care for it that much, but I think it's alright. I just don't like how it replaced the Pixar one. Because later, even down the road after that, they would use it in the 20th Century Fox films like Ice Age, Adventures of Buck Wild, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, even though those are both freaking 20th Century Fox properties, and yet they use the damn Disney logo. So I'm just sick of this logo. I'm sick of it. And that's the thing, though. Pixar doesn't stand out. It doesn't stand out with Disney. And I have a feeling they couldn't end merging it because Disney's losing money. And instead of selling Pixar off to someone else, to save money, I know they're just gonna shut it down. They'll just shut it down because it's Disney, I mean, there's a slim chance they could sell it off to save some money, but I doubt they're gonna do that. They're probably just gonna merge it with Disney because, that's what they do. They're just gonna merge it with Disney, and it's basically gonna be Pixar will be gone because they're gonna be looking at the money here, and the films that are coming up are don't look very good. They look like they're pretty bad. The Elemental, I seen the Elemental trailer earlier today. I saw it popped up on YouTube. It looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad or anything, but well, I guess I didn't really watch the whole intro. I probably need to watch the whole intro, but it looks alright, but it looks kind of like Zootopia kind of sort of thing. And some people are claiming it's a ripoff of Zootopia. Now, I'm not going to say it's a ripoff of Zootopia because I wait for the film to come out. But I have seen the trailer on the first trailer, and I'm like, yeah, it does look a lot like Zootopia with elemental stuff. But again, I can't say it's actually a ripoff of Zootopia until the film comes out. Now, it is a ripoff of a game that someone made. They just flip-flopped the genders of the water elemental character and the fire elemental character. Now, the thing is, though, I don't think it usually matters, like, if they do that, as long as they're not actually stealing the characters and stuff, but I don't know, I just think, I feel like Disney doesn't even have original ideas, they just steal them from other people, too, so. But yeah, I have a feeling that Pixar may end up being gone by the end of this year. It may be gone. Because, because they're probably just going to merge it with Disney and just get rid of Pixar. They probably could do that. And We'll find out. We'll find out if it's gone by the end of this year. But so far, like, if they're not really giving out a lot of great stuff people are really looking forward to, and Disney might need to save money. And instead of doing what I would do if I were Disney, which I'm not, and selling off the property, making money off of it, they're just gonna shut it down. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't sell Pixar off if I were at Disney. I would sell, like, 20th Century Fox or something. I would sell that. I wouldn't sell this. I'd probably keep Pixar. But I would bring back the classic intro and stuff. I'd bring it back. But, I don't know. But I have a feeling they're probably going to shut it down. Because out of all the studios, this one's probably the one they don't focus on that much. Because the other, like Lucasfilm, they've got Star Wars and stuff, and then Marvel, they've got Marvel with them, the superheroes and stuff. So I have a feeling they probably would get rid of Pixar, because Pixar is not a very big brand anymore. Like, it doesn't stand out. Like I said, it doesn't stand out anymore. It doesn't have its own intro. It hasn't had it since freaking WALL-E came out. Well, some DVDs, I hear some people saying, like, from a couple people, not just one person, a couple people have stated that some people, that some people in WALL-E, that WALL-E had the CGI castle intro, but I haven't really confirmed that, because I haven't seen that many DVDs, so I can't really confirm that, but I do know that's when they basically changed the logo, so, because on the DVD I have has the current one, so I know that's when they started doing that, so yeah, I don't know, I just don't think it's really, I think Disney is just in a horrible shape right now, and they're making stupid decisions, and I just have a feeling they're probably going to go under. What's going to happen? They're going to go under, or they're going to lose so much money, they're going to have to, probably sell themselves off to someone else. But at this point, I think Disney is just dead. People just don't care about it. People have moved on to Universal and other studios. I mean, say what you want about, like, Nickelodeon and stuff, but Nickelodeon, and all, and Paramount and stuff, they still have, they still, are giving out a lot of great shows and stuff and all that, and Disney's just not. Disney's just freaking dead at this point. They really are. They're just dead. But I don't know what else to really say here. I'm probably going to end up letting things go here, though, because I don't have really anything else to really say. This is a long video, I know, but I had a lot to talk about, and I didn't want to make separate videos talking about all this stuff, so this is probably going to be, I'm probably going to title this, this video, What's Next for Disney, because, what's next for them. Or I'll probably call it What's Next, and then, but, because, well, that'll probably be the thumbnail, but I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this go, though. I feel bad for the employees who are actually nice and work at Disney and have to put up with this stuff. I hope that they end up firing you guys find jobs somewhere else, because at this point, I don't know anymore. I just hope you guys find a job somewhere, because it's getting really bad at Disney. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and let things go here. I'll talk to you guys all next time. Bye.